Yeah.
Yes.
So this thing started 15 years ago in my garage. How many people here have never turkey hunted or know nothing about turkey hunting, first of all? Perfect. So hopefully I can get some more turkey hunters here today. I'll tell you a little bit about turkey hunting first of all. Turkey hunting is very challenging. Typically there's a traditional way of doing it. There's one way, it's always been that way. And that's basically gearing yourself up in camouflage, either sitting in the grass behind a tree, or some people buy expensive, elaborate blinds, kind of like tents, camouflage tents. Go out, you put up stationary decoys, you stick them in the dirt, and you simply call in the turkey. The problem with that is turkeys are very finicky animals. A number of things can ruin a hunt, scare a turkey, a bird. The wind sometimes, it seems like, scares a bird off from a hunt. It's been said that if turkeys could smell, that they'd be impossible to hunt and to kill. Turkeys have the best eyesight and the best hearing out of any big game animal there is. With that said, nationwide, the success rate of turkey hunters is about 20%. And before I get into it, I will say that our product raises that to upwards of 50 to 75%. That's a pretty bold statement to make, but it is the truth. The proof's in the pudding. So I'll get started. 15 years ago, I was out turkey hunting. Like always, I was back up against a tree, had my decoys out in the dirt, and I called in a couple birds, and they came over the hill, and they stopped just outside of gun range, which happens a lot. For whatever reason, unbeknownst to me, they did their thing, they put on a show, but they walked off. I didn't get my bird that morning. Went home that morning, and if you're a turkey hunter, you get up at 3 in the morning to chase these critters. So the typical routine is you go turkey hunting, you get done early morning or mid-morning, you go home and you take a nap. Well, when I got home, I was taking the nap, had the Outdoor Channel on, I was watching turkey hunting shows, and I was watching a show with 2 guys hunting snow geese. And it was the most ridiculous thing I'd ever seen. These guys had a life-size cow cutout, like a decoy. And they were hiding behind this decoy, walking through this field, walking up on a flock of snow geese. And I was intrigued because it was literally so dumb at the time. And they walked within yards of these snow geese, and they tipped this thing over and start shooting snow geese, and it worked. It worked awesome for them. Got the job done. So I'm sitting on the couch thinking, I wonder if I had that stupid cow decoy this morning, could I have walked up on those turkeys? Seems kind of ridiculous, but my mind keeps going, and one thing leads to another, and I think, what if I had an oversized turkey cutout? Then could I crawl up and get close to these turkeys to actually get the birds? Later that day, I think I made it out to the garage, and I actually cut out the image of a turkey fan out of a piece of half-inch plywood. Spray painted it brown, a little bit of black on it. The crudest, heaviest looking thing you've ever seen in your life. Went out the next morning, went to the same spot. Unfortunately, I couldn't call any birds in. And at the time, I was strictly using it for plan B. You know, if the same thing happened, if the birds would hang up, I'd be able to crawl or get a little bit closer. As it turned out, nothing showed up that day. So walking back to the truck, however, about halfway back, I see some birds out in this bean field, just doing their thing, and I'm just standing there out in the open, holding this clumsy, awkward piece of plywood. Before I know it, these birds are running in at me, and they're coming from a quarter mile away, I'd say. Nothing around me, nowhere to hide, so I just kind of crouch down and get behind this piece of plywood, and they end up 3 feet from me, strutting and doing their thing, putting on their show, and I got my first bird behind the turkey fan that day.
Wow.
Yeah, so from there it turned into telling all my buddies, and they're all, you're an idiot, and whatever. That very quickly turned into taking a video camera out and getting proof of this, because no one had heard of it, no one had seen it. Then I started taking friends out behind it, and 2 of us were going out, and it became this whole new way of turkey hunting. With that said, the piece of plywood didn't last long. Who wants to carry that around the woods? So that, probably a year later, turned into this, again, out of my garage, very quickly. but basically an old cheap umbrella from Walmart, piece of cloth, and an artist basically painting this on here at the time. And that became the way we used it. Used this for the next 3-4 years, and everyone I took, everyone that saw it, most of their first words were, "Man, you got $1 million idea. You gotta sell that. You gotta market it. You gotta manufacture it. Do whatever you do." At the time, I was, I don't know, 20 years old or something. I had no money, didn't have any contacts, had no idea what I was doing. So $1 million idea was very foreign to me. We'll fast forward 15 years later, about 1.5 years ago. Meet Adam. We start hanging out together again after, I don't know, 10 years or so. Yeah, we kind of split ways throughout college and getting our career started, whatever. We kind of came back together, started hanging out every day, and started talking about it more and more. And 1.5 years ago, we said, why not? Neither of us are really doing anything we really love, or we're not pursuing that. So we started 1.5 years ago. It's been a long road. A lot of things have happened. We've learned a lot of things. We've developed it quite a bit, I'm very proud to say, from then till now. This is the new product.
Oh, that's gorgeous. Nice.
And with this, one of the things 15 years ago that was really cool was actually videotaping these hunts. That consisted of holding the fan in one hand and a great big bulky Sony camera in the other. Trying to do that. We do have some good footage from back then. It's a little rough. It's kind of cool. But today, we made this to actually use a GoPro camera, which is another new thing that's hitting the industry, filming your own hunts. It works great. And for those people that don't want to spend the $300-400 on a GoPro camera, well, we actually designed it that you can put your smartphone in here and film with your smartphone too.
Good catch.
Or BlackBerry.
Or BlackBerry if you're having Steve back. So again, everyone's got a smartphone. You can film with your smartphone.
That's awesome.
A couple other things about our product. Right now, there is no other product on the market to hunt this style. This style of hunting has become somewhat of an interest to people in the last 2-3 years. It's really gaining a lot of attention. If you YouTube a lot of things, you can find similar things to this. We will have the first proactive decoy / product to hunt this style on the shelves or for sale this coming spring, as far as we know at this point. So with that said, I'll let Adam give you a little bit more background on our business model, our marketing plan, this, that, and what else we're doing. So,
good job.
This place is filled up. Can you guys hear me if I yell? I hate microphones. Perfect. Here's what I want to do. Are you guys cool if we unveil the Turkey Fan trailer video and then we launch the website and we talk about the business model and all that good stuff, open it up?
Yes.
You ready for that?
Yes.
Let's play that video.